This is my main starter. You could call it a mother starter, the main starter, whatever. This is the stuff that I feed every single day, sometimes twice a day, to keep my starter alive and not dying or getting moldy. Some people like to keep this going as their mother or their main starter, and they pour off a little bit into a separate jar and feed that separate jar for a specific recipe. That is called a Levain. I don't do that. I just feed my main starter here, and I'll make sure that there's a little bit more than I need for my recipe, so that when I pour out what I need for my recipe, there's still a little bit left in the jar for me to feed and use again in my next recipe. I don't separate it. Some people like to do that. That's the way their brain works. They like having both going, but to me, that's just double the work. I don't want to do both. The only time I will go out of my way to make a separate Levain for a specific recipe is if I am making a stiff sweet starter, which has added sugar to it, for a recipe that works best with a stiff sweet starter. I don't want to put sugar in my main starter, so that's why I would do that. Otherwise, I think it might be complicating things for you. So personal preference, again, do whatever you want, but it does not have to be two separate things if you don't want it to be.